Hello again, and for episode 61 we're back in Cologne.
So in this Christmas time, will we get it right? Will my wish come true? Will my wish come true? Under these Christmas lights, will the stars align?
So welcome to another episode, and this is the second part of our December 2025 short break in Cologne. Don't forget to check out all of the previous episodes, including our theme park holidays, cruises and short breaks right here on the channel. And don't forget, if you enjoy any of the videos, please make sure you click on the like button, ring that notification bell to be informed of any future videos, and please subscribe if you can, it really helps the channel. So in recent years, we've been to a number of European Christmas markets in the UK and in Austria. So this year we decided to find one that we hadn't been to before, and Cologne was perfect for us. It had so much more to offer, and the flights were a reasonable price from Stansted, which is the easiest of the London airports for us. You'll have seen in the last episode that we stayed at the Maritime Hotel, which is centrally located in Cologne and offers stunning panoramic views of the River Rhine. Following a morning stroll into the city, we stumbled across this building, and this is where we're starting our day. It's the historic town hall, which dates back to Roman times, with influences later on through the medieval and Renaissance period, all crammed into one complex. The city hall is the oldest in Germany and is proudly perched on top of the ruins of the Roman Praetorium, once the power seat of the Roman governor of the Lower Germania province. A few centuries later, in the 11th century, Cologne's citizens got together and formed a commune, and by 1114 the city's coat of arms had already made its debut. The oldest part of the complex is a roofed hall from 1330, decorated with stone figures. And then came the Gothic Tower, built between 1407 and 1414. It was Cologne's first secular skyscraper, if you like, 5 stories tall, reaching an impressive 61 metres. Look out for the 130 stone statues if you visit. Sadly, the building was bombed in the Second World War, but thankfully was fully restored. If you're lucky and you're there at the right time of day, you may hear the Tower Carillon. It plays a tune 4 times a day. The Piazzetta, or Little Square, is a post-World War II edition, and that ties the whole thing together. Now I should add that we weren't able to see much of this because on the day that we visited it wasn't actually open and there were no guided tours taking place. But if you are interested, check out the details on the website or go to the Tourist Information Office, which is just round the corner. The next day we decided to explore the city once again, starting with the Angels Market, before making our way back past the cathedral to the harbour and the harbour market, before going inside the Chocolate Museum.
So on a rainy day, what better way of spending the afternoon than going to the Chocolate Museum? And that's where we are.
We didn't really know what to expect from the Chocolate Museum in Cologne, having visited some smaller chocolate museums in Europe. This one is undoubtedly the most comprehensive exhibition of the history of cocoa that we've seen, covering the entire spectrum of its 5,000 years of cultivation. This includes a diverse collection of historic items. There's a greenhouse you can walk through, as you'll see in a moment. The famous chocolate fountain, which contains 200 kilograms of chocolate flowing from a height of 3 meters. There's a collection of porcelain and silver from the 18th and 19th centuries. Exhibits from all over South America, and you'll find out, and indeed see, just how chocolate is produced. You'll find out how cocoa beans are transformed into chocolate and how technology has really transformed the production of chocolate over the centuries. There are tours that you can take here, lots of exhibitions, there's a miniature production line and plenty of opportunities to taste all kinds of chocolatey treats on what is a 4,000 square metre area of exhibition space. One definitely not to miss. There are various admission prices depending on the experience you're looking for, whether that be a guided tour or attending a class, but we booked the basic ticket with an allocated time at €16.50 each. But there are many concessions, and of course you can get a discount with the Cologne card, which we didn't do. If you want to find out more information on the various ticket prices, opening times and so on, check out the Chocolate Museum website.
So every one of these is a chocolate market. So this is quite a comprehensive tour of the manufacturing process of chocolate from countries like the Ivory Coast and Ghana, where the cacao is farmed. And on the top floor, these are chocolate molds. Some of them are very, very large and intricate. The museum is run in partnership with the Swiss chocolate company Lindt. As you can see, there's plenty of Lindt chocolate here to look at and to buy.
La più bella. Uguale? Ah sì?
Io non li vedo.
Perché c'è un signore che filma. Vieni di qua. Passa di qua.
Ma non puoi vedere da qui?
Io voglio vedere questa signora che cosa ci mette. Secondo te cosa ci metterà?
Devi fare questo.
Che le toglie la manaccia.
Guardiamo la signora cosa. Guarda come lo vibra, Rachele, guarda, lo vibra.
Sì, l'ho visto prima.
Lo so, come facevano di là. Guarda che ci mette.
No, dai.
No, dai.
Gli
Orzetti.
Quelli no, quelli dovrebbero vietarli.
Sono troppo buoni.
This incredible piece is actually Mayan from Mexico around 500, 600 BC, which is just incredible. And this is an incense burner from Guatemala from around 600 AD. These are in perfect condition. This is one of a pair of jaguars from, again, the Mayan period, around 500 BC, and this is the other one. And as you continue on the upper floor, it tells you about how cacao, which becomes chocolate, then came to Europe, starting in Spain. So this is the historic Stolberg factory in Cologne. Something like 2,000 employees and the owner all pictured here. The workforce divided into various professional groups: carpenters, joiners, masons, painters, and Stolberg girls. See the chimneys smoking in the background. There's a promotional photograph to just show how successful the company was. And these are chocolate vending machines dating back to the 1800s. And like so many new products, when they arrived in Europe, they were marketed as medicinal in the early days. And apparently chocolate was marketed on helping you with all sorts of things, from stopping your wind to improving your libido. And were sold in drugstores like this. From there we crossed this bridge over the main hall downstairs, and we're off up some more stairs. And I have to say, I was really surprised by this museum and the tour. It was something like €16.50, including all of the chocolate samples. And it looks like a vast building from the outside, but there is so much more to see when you get inside than you could have appreciated. We've done chocolate museums in Belgium before. This has got so much to offer, and I think it's well worth the €16.50. There are cheaper prices for children, seniors and so on, but I'd certainly recommend you check it out if you're here. And as you can imagine, at the end of a chocolate museum tour, there is a chocolate shop. literally just outside the chocolate museum is this Christmas market which we went to earlier on the side of the Rhine. Good morning, it's day 4 and we're taking a stroll along the side of the River Rhine, heading down towards the botanical gardens. About a 45-minute walk from the hotel, and this is Cologne Zoo, which we're not going to go into today, but we're going to walk through past the entrance area to the botanical gardens.
So this is the Cologne Botanical Garden, which is open daily from 8 in the morning until sunset, or during the summer months no later than 9 o'clock in the evening, and admission is free. Obviously we went out of season, so it wasn't looking its best, and lots of maintenance work was being carried out. The tropical greenhouses and the desert house were being rebuilt while we were there. There are guided tours that you can take, which take place on a Sunday at 11 o'clock in the morning. And the entrance area and most of the park is fully accessible for wheelchair users, and there is a disabled toilet located in the Flora building.
greenhouses is open apparently today. They're doing a lot of maintenance work. This is one we can't get into, but as you can see, hopefully through the glass, it's a cacti. 15-minute walk from the zoo is Vortex, which is in the middle of a small park. So we've come here and we're just going to have a look around. Not sure which way to go.
If you're in Cologne in the summer months and you want to see a rose garden blossoming within the walls of a formidable fortress, then visit Vortex. Right before you is a testament to military might transformed into a haven of beauty. The impressive structure is one of 11 originally planned forts, part of Cologne's Prussian ring of fortifications, built between 1819 and 1825. You can explore the outside. Most of it is a park. The walls in some places are overgrown, and you can wander around the moat. Again, out of season, it's still interesting, but during the summer months, when the rose garden is blooming, it would be amazing. Before we finish this episode, we walked back through the city to the village of St. Nicholas Christmas Market, and then to St. Maria im Capitol, the largest and oldest Romanesque church in Cologne. It was built on the foundations of the Roman capital temple, and its original floor plan is based on the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. The prominent position of this church in the Middle Ages is reflected in the architecture and the rich furnishings. It has an approximately 1,000-year-old richly decorated wooden door, the grave slab of St. Plectrudis, a forked cross made around 1300, and there's an unusual thing to see as well, the bones of a Greenland whale that died in the River Rhine.
You said how much? 51. 51.
And that's it for another episode. In the final episode from our series in Cologne, amongst other things, we explore more of the city and its Christmas markets and take a train to Dusseldorf. Don't forget to take a look at the other videos on the channel, including city breaks and Christmas markets in Salzburg and Vienna. There are also Caribbean and Mediterranean cruises, plus our visits to eco parks and theme parks in Mexico, the United States and across Europe. And you'll also find many more city breaks in the UK and Europe, as well as short breaks providing you with top tips, hints and ideas. Now, if you enjoy any of the videos on the channel, you can really help us by clicking on the like button, ringing that notification bell and subscribing. And I hope you can join me next time for episode 62 of Main Street Martin.
So in this Christmas time